right. Hi, everybody. This is going to be a general reading for my beautiful Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the month of September. I am going live, so if you are popping in and you're a Sag and you have a lot of Sag in your chart, welcome. Thank you for liking and subscribing and commenting if these messages resonated. If they don't, please check out your Moon, Rising, Venus, etc., etc. So it's been a while since I've been on live. It's not always easy to go online because the energy is really, really potent. So it's hard, it's more difficult to get grounded. So in these last few months, I've been really trying to work on that, and staying centered when we go live is not always easy for us empaths. So Sag, the first few cards here for the month of September, remember, time is an illusion and energy is fluid. So these messages might have already played out in the last few months, weeks, days, or they are about to. Okay, right off the start, I see that a lot of you are being pushed to align with love. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, here on YouTube through my community tab, I talk a lot about the astrology. When we look at your ruling planet, Sagittarius, so it is important to know a little bit of the astrology, because as above, so below. Whatever is going on in the cosmos is going to have a direct effect on us here on planet Earth. Whether you want to believe that or not, you're going to feel it, okay, to a certain extent on how open you are to the energies. So Jupiter, your ruling planet, has been retrograding in Capricorn since May, all the way through September. It's going to be going back direct in 2 weeks, I believe, so September 13th. But remember, we need to give it a bit of time for it to come out of its shadow. So by the end of September, you might feel lighter on your feet. And I know you've been going through the ringer, Sagittarius. All your readings have been always about overcoming something and its blocks. Why have you been going through all these blocks? Because, well, Jupiter, your ruling planet, has been in Capricorn. Capricorn is very limiting. It's very restrictive. It wants us to get real and get serious with our life in whatever aspect that is triggering your chart, because everybody's chart is different. So this energy is playing out in one of the houses in your birth chart. So basically, you don't really need to pull up your chart. You just need to look at your life and see what's imploding and what's not moving forward and what feels a disconnect, right? So once Jupiter, your ruling planet, goes back direct, now you start seeing things a bit more clearly. The momentum comes back. But really, the retrograde period is about you reviewing and going back, even maybe rebelling. It's all the re's, right? Revision, reintegrating, going back into the past. About what? Well, Jupiter is about expansion. It's about money. It's about luck. So obviously, this has been playing out in the larger scale of the world, right? Where things have been stuck. Things have been delayed. Things have not felt expansive and growth on that level, right? When it comes to relationships. So what has it been teaching you? The first card here is codependency. So has this retrograde season for Jupiter, ruling planet of Sag, what has it shown you about how you attach to people, places, things, experiences? What are you currently attaching yourself to? What have you been currently attaching yourself to in the last few years of your life? I had to download it. It went in and it came out really quickly. Gosh, the energy is potent when we're live. Even if you're watching this on the replay, you'll see it's all meant to be. Basically, we're looking at things, belief systems, that's the word that they were trying to tell me. So Sagittarius does represent spirituality. It's the archetype of, it's always going on a journey to discover something, but in essence, it's spirituality. It's belief systems. It's you placing your thoughts and beliefs on a certain construct or concept. So whatever it is that society or your environment has been teaching you in the course of your life, well, you've been taught, you've been conditioned to rely and depend on certain things, in certain ways. So this is what has been brought up for you. So in September, it's asking you to overcome this codependency issue that you have, okay? Because look, you're realigning. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. It's all about here. Your belief systems are being triggered. And then look at this. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. For some of you, I feel like you're not in a relationship that feels like it's true love. And remember, Venus, you can go back to my posts on Instagram, Facebook, and here on YouTube. Venus, the planet of love, beauty, relationships, it's the divine feminine, right? It's opening up the heart space. It's activating the heart space. So it's kind of reminding us, or it's triggering things within our relationships in order to make us understand and see that we're not fully fulfilled in certain areas of our life. So this is the issue here we have, right? And so for you, it's been a little bit more difficult because we also have the South Node being in Sag. South Node being the ways in which we've been conditioned and our belief systems from past lives and patterns of our behaviors and patterns of our thoughts have been transferred on to this lifetime, but in order for you to release them and shed them. So acknowledging them is the first step. And then understanding that you need to shift. There's a shift that needs to happen where you need to gain a different perspective. Yeah, look at this. All right, so for September, some of you might, deal with deception, might deal with deceit. Is this you wearing this false mask? Because this is what it says, right? Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Are you being honest about how this codependency issue is affecting your relationships? You're staying in a relationship that is purely out of codependency, right? Thank you guys for showing up and liking and subscribing if you're tuning in. All right. Let's get one more, please, for Sag in September. Flirt. Okay, interesting. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold. I think for some of you, you've been so used to being around or attracting deceptive behaviors that when someone new presents themselves to you, maybe in the month of September, it's difficult for you to trust. So this is why they're saying with this flirt card, extend your lighthearted energy to others, combined with the let go of control issue, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Well, this is what it's telling you. It's how can you embody, again, that divine feminine energy where you're just allowing things to unfold, you're surrendering, and you're just being in the present moment, flirting. Lightheartedness is symbolic of being present. Whether or not this is going to lead to a forever person, let's let go of that. Maybe that's part of the belief system here where we're constantly trying to control the outcome. Is this my forever person? Is this my long-term? All right, let's just be in the moment and understand what's missing here. For some of you, this is lacking in your relationships. There's a lot of control in the relationship, whether that's on your part or the person you're connecting with. A lot of control. There's missing that flirtatious, that lightheartedness. There's a lot of seriousness for some of you. That's what I'm feeling with those cards. So we're gonna put them here and see what else comes up. All right, Spirit. So we're gonna use the. Now I'm drawing a blank. Oh gosh, it really is true that when we channel, we tend to forget everything. The Light Seers Tarot, thank you. the Light Seers Tarot. Let's see what other messages want to come up for September. Thank you guys for showing up. 5 of Swords, yeah. 5 of Swords. Oh, you've been going through it mentally, I feel like. Mental breakdowns I'm getting with this card. Now, 5 of Swords usually is traditionally known to be that energy of disagreements, and we're never on the same page. But in this card, it feels it's very personal what you're going through. It's headaches. It's ugh. Do I have to deal with this again? It's dealing with that negative mindset. You know, crow here is the ego, right? Feels like the ego anyway, that keeps on dragging you down. 8 of Cups. Some of you are really, really in your head about walking away. 8 of Cups. We are walking away from experiences, situations, relationships, jobs, whatever that may be for you, right? Because we're all going through different things in our birth chart. Whatever it is, you're walking away because it's no longer fulfilling you. It's causing you a lot of disruption in the mind. And with Virgo energy and Mercury in Virgo, it's been like, things are just magnified, because Virgo energy, especially when Mercury, the planet of our mind and our thoughts and what we're focused on, what we think about, is in Virgo. It means that things are more detailed. So you're seeing the details. You're seeing things more clearly for what they are. So it causes a lot of anxiety when that comes up. The Chariot, some of you might be dealing with a Cancer here, but it feels like you're going to be moving forward. I feel like this is you, Sag. For a lot of you who are walking away, well, this is you moving. Forward progress and movement. You're moving. Some of you might be actually moving. And look, you go from the 5 of Swords to the Page of Wands. This is absolutely beautiful, because look, does she feel worried here, or does she or he feel like they're stuck in their thoughts? No, they're throwing caution to the wind. They are being bold. Page of Wands is the start of something. We're excited about something. We are in our element. It's fire. We're dancing. We're moving. We're creating something new. For some of you, something might have happened or got triggered in Cancer season. Chariot is Cancer, like I said. All right, let's get some more messages here with the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands usually speaks of being a little bit defensive. It's a little bit one-sided, right? But in this case, I feel like you're trying your hardest to really block out the negative, the fears. Remember your last reading, you can check this out on my YouTube channel, which was for the timeless reading for Sagittarius. Your reading was about overcoming your fears, overcoming that negative thought process, those belief systems that are no longer in alignment. We see that, right? So I think that you're going to be more aligned. And look, she's in that position, that meditation position, where her face is completely turned and she's in her own bubble. Interesting. She's in her own protective bubble, which is fantastic. So this is what is going to be shifting for you. Here you're exposed to all of this darker, lower vibrational energy, and then you move forward by walking away emotionally from something that is no longer in alignment with who you are right now, and moving into something that just helps you tap into your higher self. But you're protecting your energy here. Again, someone's hiding. Interesting. You see, we have 2 opposing energies here. So the first one that came out was the 6 of Wands, which is someone who is in the public, you know, works in the public eye, or has a lot of recognition for what they do. A lot of people watch them. They're very popular. They get a lot of attention. So it's like revealing something. Whereas here, the Seven of Swords is about deceit, deception. You know, there's the full moon here that's shining a light on this deception. So I think this is you or someone you're dealing with, I don't know, that's coming out and revealing this side, this energy, this message, this whatever decision you make here. You're just going to reveal this in the month of September. And I feel like the Jupiter going direct, coming out of its retrograde, will be really, really beneficial for a lot of you. Because you're finally going to muster up the courage to show up and realign. Yeah, oh gosh, this is definitely a decision in love for a lot of you. Look at that. Gemini energy, but we have two cards that tell me here that you're finally going to come out with it and make a decision. Coming out of the shadows and make a decision with this person that you're currently connected to. You're just waiting for the right energy to come in. And I feel like as soon as the energy shifts, when Jupiter goes direct, that's when you'll feel like, oh, okay, now the momentum is picking up. So I hope that makes sense, but this is what I'm getting. Let's get a few more. Yeah, because right now you're still figuring things out. Look at this, Two of Swords. You're still contemplating. You're still not exactly able to face what it is. You see how she's contemplating. She's still seated. She hasn't, you know, fully integrated this part of herself that has risen to walk out of this situation. So this Two of Swords tells me that you've been through it. You're going through it. You're trying to figure things out in the mental space. Look at this. Wow. As soon as you make a decision, and as soon as you get out of this Four of Cups, which is dissatisfaction, which is not happy. You're not happy. You're not satisfied. You're not fulfilled. This is why we see a Eight of Cups coming through here. So as soon as you start seeing things more clearly by getting out of the Two of Swords, look what shows up for you. Now you're in alignment with your true bliss. Nine of Cups is finding our personal joy and happiness and fulfillment first. In order to align with the Ten of Cups, we need to first hit that Nine of Cups. But then look at this, Two of Cups. Tell me that this helps you to align with your person, which is the true love that you've been wanting, right? But it has to start from here. Stay optimistic about your love life. This is pure bliss and optimism, but on a personal and individual level first and foremost. All right, let's get some fairies for some of you. Yeah, I'm feeling the fairies. Let's go. Let's see. Spiritual teacher. You see what I said? Jupiter is all about spirituality. It's about trusting the messages that come through spirit. Well, spiritual teacher, your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. For some of you, I feel like this is like an enlightenment, a spiritual awakening card as well. You start to see things more clearly, and you're getting help by your spirit guides. And you can see in the picture, her third eye is activated. You can see that there with the star here. This light, this third eye, her intuition is just being activated. Travel. An upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. Some of you are thinking of traveling or relocating. Travel flew on the Two of Swords. So thinking of relocating and traveling, an upcoming trip proves to be life-changing. Maybe like a short trip I'm getting for some of you. Easy does it. Like I said, there's a lot of control issues here. Stop trying so hard to control everything and all the doors will open for you. This is about letting go of that control. We saw that before. I feel like you're tired of the control issues, whether that's coming from you or from your partner. But again, you're acting as a mirror. So you have to look into that and see, what is it? Why are you trying to hold on to something? What are you trying to control that's causing you to be in this Five of Swords energy? Because you clearly want that Two of Cups, which is on the table for you. So sun can be a spirit guide. Your sun is watched over and protected as he explores his world. This is an angel for a lot of you that are around you. And again, it's this spirit guide that's trying to help you tap into this lighthearted energy. Connect with nature, which is you're rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. That little trip that you might be taking might help you rejuvenate that energy, because it does feel like you've been running low on energy, that you've been really going through it mentally. So that makes a lot of sense. All right, let's see. What am I guided? What are they guiding me to do here? Okay, the mermaids are saying, and then we're going to wrap this up with the angel answers. Thank you so much for everybody who tunes in to the replay of this. Communication. Yeah. Somebody might communicate with you, or you might communicate with them. Patience. Finding the right time, the right timing to communicate how you feel. Patience is a virtue. This is all about divine timing. Again, this is you being in this namaste position, protecting your energy, being in alignment, closing your eyes. And I think maybe even in the dream space, you might get some visions or prophetic dreams that tell you, that guide you, give you signs. Those are too much spirit. So communication is definitely something that will come up maybe through the dream space for some of you. It's to help you get out of this Two of Swords, they're saying, this indecision. Denial, being stuck in denial, diving deep. Whew. Boy, are we diving deep. So this is really tapping into our emotional heart space, feeling things out. Relaxation, yeah. They really want you to really loosen up and get relaxed here. And in order to really dive deep into our feelings, we need to relax. We need to take a step back. We need to take some time and be patient and look at things from both sides. But communication of your decision here, I'm getting. Someone needs to make a decision. Big, happy changes. Look at that. Like I said, I do see that with the Nine of Cups and Two of Cups, but there are certain steps that one must take in order to align with that. But I really feel a shift in your energy for the month of September. Compromise, yeah, it's up to you. I feel like, again, compromise could be making a decision, because it is the scales of justice. It's Libra. Opportunity. So you guys have opportunities ahead here. So compromise, making a decision here. You might be dealing with a Libra. You know, balancing, weighing things out. It's up to you. You have free will. Meaning nobody's going to tell you how to do things or how things will unfold. The decision is yours to make, and you must communicate it. And then we finalize this reading with the beautiful opportunity, being open to receive that abundance, which speaks of Jupiter energy. Now you're putting yourself in a position of receiving. Whereas the beginning, during this difficult struggle and journey, you've been you've been just attached to all these fears and this low self-esteem and abandonment issues I'm getting as well. So we have to learn how to discern, am I staying in a situation that's causing me to stay because out of fear of abandonment, out of fear of being alone? You know, you have to look at your self-worth. There's a lot of self-worth issues here. So the more you try to control the outcome, the worse it will be. You need to be in a space of surrender, of patience, in order to really understand what it is that you want. You need to make a decision here with the Lovers. So Sag, I hope these messages were helpful and insightful. Please reach out if you need a personal reading through my website, mintuitiontarot.com. Click on the book a reading tab. Also, I have an Etsy shop. All the links are in every description box of these videos. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you on the next one. Please have a great month. Take care.